Hi there, so in this video we're going to be running through how to create a basic timer in the Timers app. So to do that, you're going into Timers definition and then clicking add definition at the top right hand side. Then you can give your timer a name. So for this example, we'll be looking for the first response time. Give it a description, set the amount of time that you want the desired behavior to take place. In this case, we're looking for a first response time to happen within 8 hours. Set whether it's going to be running based on a schedule, i.e. business hours, 9 to 5, or based on any time. You can set or create your own schedules under the schedules part of the app. We've got it set to none. Then you can set who has access to apply this timer or edit it manually. If you want to enforce the timer, you can set permission to nobody. It will still be visible on the ticket when it's applied, just that people will not be able to edit it. And then you can set your on time and overtime color. So in the first 8 hours, the timer will be green, and then after 8 hours, it'll turn red. Down here, we have the ability to set certain actions to take place on the ticket based on when the timer is started, when the timer is stopped, i.e. when the desired behavior takes place, or when the timer ends, and that is at the end of the duration, 8 hours. So if it hits that duration, that's usually a bad thing, especially when you're looking at first response time. So you could be putting in a comment, for example, saying, no SLA has been breached, or something like this. Of course, you can do anything you want based on any of these items here, simply by clicking the plus here, and then you're able to add tags, set the priority of the ticket, and then alter any ticket fields in the ticket as well. You can even do things relative to when the duration ends. So say, for example, you wanted a warning 30 minutes before the duration ends, you can do that as well. So for now, we can click on save, and that'll create the first response time timer down here. The last part about setting up a timer is to set it when the timer will be starting and stopping. So that's based on these two columns, start and stop. So I can click on create trigger here, which will create a trigger that will start this timer. We can go into that trigger, and we'll be able to see that that trigger has some basic rules that will never take place, because it's just looking for test scenario when tags contains at least one of the following test timer start. So what we can do is say when, change these rules to say when a ticket is created, and the current user is an end user, then start this timer, and we don't need to have that tag in there either. So we've got the timer starting now, and then back over in the app, we'll be able to see that the first response timer that we've just created has a edit trigger, and now we can choose to stop the timer when the desired behavior takes place. So to do that, we'll create a secondary trigger, and then we'll be looking for when a public comment has been made by an agent as part of the rules that we're checking. So meet all the following conditions. Current user is an agent, and the comment is public. Then stop the timer. We might want to also, ensure that this trigger does not continue to fire here. So, so we'll just tag the ticket. So tags contains none of the following: first response recorded. And for more information on nullifying conditions, check our website, but all triggers should have a nullifying condition so that they don't continue to fire based on the same conditions, repeating and repeating and repeating. So in this case, we're checking for a tag, and then we're going to be adding that tag so that the timer is only stopped once. Now we can test this timer out simply by submitting a ticket as an end user via our help center. So we'll create a test ticket here, call it test, and then submit this. And then over in our Zendesk, we'll be able to see that that test ticket has just come in. And then we'll be able to see that that timer is running on the ticket as we've just created, ends in 8 hours. So yeah, that's a way to build a basic timer and to test it out. Thanks for watching. If you've got any questions, send them through to support@sweethawk.com.